What's up, my people? Welcome to another episode of the Certified Genius Podcast. Brought to you by Genius Minds, straight out of the Genius Minds studios in Los Angeles, California. Remember, there's a genius in all of us, so find the genius within you. So welcome to another episode where we break down, give you a little recap, week by week, of the 2025 NFL season. And we just got done with week 9. But before we start, I want to give a huge shout out to the Los Angeles Dodgers for winning back-to-back World Series. And this World Series was epic. Game 7 was a classic. So a big shout out to the LA Dodgers. Now I'm going to keep it real with you. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a diehard Yankees fan. Okay? Diehard Yankees fan. But my Yankees suck. From top to bottom, my Yankees suck. We have one of the greatest players, Aaron Judge. But the team, overall, from top to bottom, Yankees suck. But I've been living on the West Coast, been living in LA for over 20 years now. So I rock with the Dodgers whenever they're not playing my Yankees. So a big shout out to the LA Dodgers. That's why I'm repping the Dodgers today. Big shout out to the LA Dodgers for winning a classic, an epic 2025 World Series. So I want to start the show off by saying that, by giving props to the Dodgers. All right? Salute. Okay. So let's get it on and popping with recap of week 9 of the 2025 NFL season. Week 9. And we're going to start with my 49ers. My Niners went in New York and beat the Giants 34-24. We jumped on them early. I think we scored 2 touchdowns within the first 2 or 3 possessions. Mac Jones once again doing his thing. Christian McCaffrey doing his thing. Just unbelievable. But it's the New York Giants. They're not a good team. So I don't want to get too high on this win. But a win is a win is a win. My Niners on the road, and you know it's always tough to win on the road. On the road in New York, we beat the Giants 34-24. Another game that I didn't see coming, the Arizona Cardinals went in Dallas and put it on them. I mean, put it on them. I did not see that coming. Because in my parlay, I had Dallas, I had the Cowboys winning that game. The Arizona Cardinals went in Dallas and beat the Cowboys 27-17. 27-17. Arizona Cardinals, Jacoby Brissett leading his team to a win in Dallas. I mean, both sides of the ball, they just pushed Dallas around. Offensively and defensively, the Cardinals just pushed the Cowboys around. in their own house. I did not see that coming. So the Cardinals give you props for that win, 27-17 over the Cowboys. Then we had the Seattle Seahawks going in Washington and putting it on the Washington Commanders, 38-14. And in that game, Jaden Daniels, the quarterback for the Commanders, dislocated his elbow. It was a gruesome injury. One of the things we all asking is, why was he still in the game? The game was pretty much over with Seattle just dominating them. And Jaden Daniels, just a horrible injury at the end of that game. So Seattle Seahawks, they are rolling. They are 6-2. They are rolling with a big win, a blowout win over the Washington Commanders, 38-14. Then we had the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Las Vegas and beating the Las Vegas Raiders, 30-29. The Jacksonville Jaguars went in Las Vegas, beat the Raiders 30-29. Then we have the Buffalo Bills at home in Buffalo, beating the Kansas City Chiefs 28-21. The Buffalo Bills protected the house and beat the Kansas City Chiefs 28-21. Something about Buffalo, during the regular season, they always beat the Chiefs. And then come playoff time, they can't get a win against the Chiefs. But it's regular season, so that's what we have for now. The Bills beating the Chiefs 28-21. We move on. The Los Angeles Rams beat the New Orleans Saints 34-10. Matthew Stafford, quarterback for the Rams, putting on a show once again with 4 touchdown passes. This guy is on fire. The Rams are 6-2, and my Niners take them on this coming Sunday. It's going to be fun. The Rams beating the Saints 34-10. Then we had a high-scoring affair between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Chicago Bears beating the Bengals 47-42. 47-42. Obviously, no defense was being played in that game. That's a lot of points. Going up and down the field with no resistance. That's pretty much what it is. 47-42. The Chicago Bears beat the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati. Then we had a close one between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. The Broncos won that game 18-15. 18-15. Now, a lot of defense was being played in that one. That was a defensive game. Broncos came out on top 18-15. Broncos are 7-2. Broncos are balling. Bo Nix, quarterback for the Broncos, leading his team to a win against a very defensive-minded Houston Texans team. On the road in Houston, beating the Texans 18-15. And CJ Stroud, the quarterback for the Texans, he got hurt in that game too. He had to be put in concussion protocol. That just shows you how hard the defense was playing on both teams. So a very low-scoring game, 18-15. The Broncos pulled out the win. Then we have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers leading his team to a win against the Indianapolis Colts, 27-20. The Pittsburgh Steelers protecting their house and beat the Colts. The Colts was on fire, but the Pittsburgh Steelers said, cool down. Take it easy. You're in Steeler country. The Steelers won that game 27-20. Then we have the Minnesota Vikings going to Detroit and beating the Detroit Lions 27-24. J.J. McCarthy was back on the field, the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Back on the field after being out for a few weeks with an injury. And leading his team to a win in a hostile environment in Detroit. And pulling out that win, 27-24 over the Detroit Lions. What a game. Another one I didn't see coming was the Carolina Panthers going into Green Bay and beating the Green Bay Packers 16-13. Green Bay, what the hell are you doing? How you let Carolina, you let the Panthers come in your house, Lambeau Field, and win that game 16-13? Come on, Green Bay, you're better than that. You're better than that. And that's why they say any given Sunday, you never know what's going to happen. Because I picked the Packers to win that game. But the Carolina Panthers says, not so easy, buddy. And they pull out a win, 16-13. Against the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. We move on. We have the Patriots beating the Atlanta Falcons 24-23. Drake May, the quarterback for the New England Patriots, leading his team to a win, to a 7-2 record after beating the Atlanta Falcons 24-23. Then we have the Los Angeles Chargers going into Tennessee and beating the Tennessee Titans 27-20. Justin Herbert got his team rolling. The Chargers are now 6-3 after beating the Tennessee Titans 27-20. Then we have the Baltimore Ravens beating the Miami Dolphins 28-6. Lamar Jackson was back on the field. He was out with an injury the past few games. Lamar Jackson was back on the field, and he helped his team win 28-6 over the Miami Dolphins. So there you have it. A recap of Week 9 of the 2025 NFL football season. We are rolling along. Once again, this is the Certified Genius Podcast, presented to you by Genius Minds. Remember, there's a genius in all of us, so find the genius within you. Live and direct from the Genius Mind Studios in Los Angeles, California. Today I'm drinking a sea moss smoothie. You know what sea moss is? It has over 90 minerals in it that your body needs. I should do a CMOS commercial. But yeah, that's what I'm drinking today. CMOS smoothie. It's good for you. All right, we move on to the next segment we call Who You Got? This is where we make our predictions for week 10 of the 2025 NFL season. Week 10, we are moving along. Here we go. Our predictions for week 10. Who you got? We'll start with my Niners as usual. We start with my Niners. We got the Rams coming to our house this coming Sunday. The Rams are in town. We got to protect the house. And as much as I love my Niners, I'm also very realistic. The Rams have the better quarterback. The Rams have the better defense. And the Rams have the better coach in Sean McVay. So as much as I love my Niners, I'm a realist. I'm a real one. Okay? I'm not going to be biased to my team just because they're my team. Okay? I'm like that with the Yankees. I'm like that with the Lakers. I'm like that with my USC Trojans football team. I'm a realist. Now, it doesn't mean that my Niners can't pull out a win at home, but based on the eye test, okay, and my knowledge of football, Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback than Mac Jones. The Rams' defense is better than the 49ers' defense. And Sean McVay, in my humble opinion, is a better coach than Kyle Shanahan. So I got the Rams winning that game. Who you got? All right. And then on Thursday Night Football, we got the Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos in Denver. I got the Broncos putting it on them. Sorry, Raider fans. I got a lot of Raider fans. You're just not, this isn't your year. I got the Broncos winning that game. Who you got? Then we have the Atlanta Falcons going to Indy to take on the Indianapolis Colts. I got the Colts winning that game. The Colts just lost to Pittsburgh last week. Now they're home against the Falcons. I got the Colts winning that game. Then we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins in Miami. I got Buffalo keeping that winning streak going. I got Buffalo winning that game. Then we have two bottom seller teams taking on each other. We got the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets in New York. Browns are 2-6. The Jets are 1-7. I don't even know which direction to go. But I'm going to take Cleveland to win that game on the road because I think they have a better defense than the Jets. So I'm going to take Cleveland to win that game. Who you got? Then we have the Giants going to Chicago to take on the Bears. I got the Bears winning that game. I got the Bears. Then we have the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Houston to take on the Houston Texans. That's a tough one. The Jags in Houston against a very tough Houston defense. But C.J. Stroud was in concussion protocol, so I'm not sure if he's playing this Sunday. If CJ's playing, I got the Texans. I got the Texans. Who you got? Taking the Texans in that game. Then we have the New England Patriots going to Tampa to take on Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going with a home team on this one. I'm taking the Buccaneers to win that game. Then we have the Baltimore Ravens going to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. This one's a tough one. The Baltimore Ravens taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to go with the Vikings on this. I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going to take Minnesota to win that game. Who you got? Then we have the New Orleans Saints going to Carolina to take on the Carolina Panthers. I got the Panthers winning that game. Remember, the Panthers just went in Green Bay and beat Green Bay this past Sunday. No, they're at home taking on the Saints. Got the Carolina Panthers winning that game. Then we have the Arizona Cardinals going to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. I got the Seahawks winning that game. The Seahawks defense is pretty damn good. I'm taking the Seahawks to win that game. Then we have the Detroit Lions going to Washington to take on the Washington Commanders. With Jaden Daniels being out, I'm going to take Detroit to win that game on the road in Washington. I'm going to take Detroit to win that game. And then Sunday Night Football, we have a big one. Sunday Night Football, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers flying out here to L.A. to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm taking the home team, the Los Angeles Chargers, to win that game. Pittsburgh Steelers, Los Angeles Chargers on national television, Sunday Night Football. Everyone's watching. I'm taking Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers to win that game at home. And then Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football. We have the defending champions, Philadelphia Eagles, going to Green Bay to take on the Green Bay Packers, who was just embarrassed this past Sunday from Carolina, from the Panthers. I think Green Bay gonna show who they really are on Monday Night Football. I got the Packers protecting the house on Monday Night Football. I got the Packers winning that game. Who you got? So there you have it. We did a recap of week 9. And we made our predictions for week 10. The NFL season is rolling along. And I love it. We all love it. That's how we do it. You heard? Yeah. So there you have it. This is why we love football, man. You know, the season goes by so fast, and we just want to take in every week. You know, every week is a week on its own. You don't know what to expect. We make our predictions, thinking that we know, who's going to win, but you never know. You never know. And that's why we love the NFL. It's unpredictable. There's a lot of highs and a lot of lows. There's a lot of emotions in the game, whether it's the players, the fans, or the management, the executives, the general managers, the coaches, the training staff, the travel team, people that put everything together. We are all invested some way, somehow into NFL football. And that's why we love it. That's why we root so hard for our teams. Right? So there you have it. Another week, another episode of the Certified Genius Podcast, brought to you by Genius Minds, straight out of the Genius Minds studios in Los Angeles, California. Genius Minds is all about empowering and uplifting and inspiring others. And we want to let you know there's a genius in all of us. So find the genius within you. Every single one of us have genius level talent within us. Doesn't matter how young you are or how old you are. Every single one of us have genius level talent within us, because everything starts in the mind. Right? So positive mind, positive life. And that's your genius. All right? So there you have it. Another episode of the Certified Genius Podcast. I hope you all having a blessed day, a blessed week. And we're going to get ready for Thursday night football in the next couple of days. And then ready for Sunday, all day Sunday. And then Monday night football. Another week. Another episode. Until next time, y'all stay safe and stay blessed. I'm your humble servant, Coach G. I'm your certified genius. This is the Certified Genius Podcast, and we're out. Peace and love. Yay.